Good morning. Welcome back to the magnetic properties of matter. In today's session, we are discussing about the hysteresis of the magnetic material. Hysteresis is nothing but the lagging of magnetic flux density B behind the magnetizing field H. And here we have B, and here we have H. When this H and B are taken over a cycle of operations, always B will lag behind H, and that lagging of B behind H is called hysteresis. When we apply a magnetic field, or when we apply a magnetizing field H, and if this H is small, the induced magnetic flux density B, in the sense, if we apply H and if that H is small, B varies linearly with H, as shown in figure, from O to nearly up to this region. In this region, the curve is linear, almost a straight line. The BH curve, the BH line, when H is increased from 0, B also increases from 0, and the variation is linear in the small region. And this is also reversible in nature. From here, if H is reduced to 0, B also reduces to 0. And if H is increased beyond this region, B also increases, but the variation is not linear above this region. The variation is non-linear. Because of this non-linear variation, if H is decreased from here to 0, B will not retrace the same path. B will not return back to 0 if H is returned to 0 from here. Therefore, we say that this region is irreversible. If we increase H value beyond this, the variation between B and H becomes irreversible because it cannot be retraced. Right? And if H is increased beyond this region, B remains constant. And that we call it as the saturation value, almost constant. Right? And that is represented by Bs. Bs is called the saturation magnetic flux density. In the sense, magnetic flux density almost remains constant from there on. And this is the region where the rotation of domains takes place. When the magnetic flux density gets saturated, when the magnetic flux density B gets saturated, the rotation of domains takes place. Now, when the value of H is increased, right, instead of increasing H value, if we decrease the value of H from this H maximum, this is the maximum value of H at which B gets saturated. Beyond this value of H, B almost remains the same. So, we are decreasing the H value from here. We are decreasing H value from here to 0. Gradually, we are decreasing H value. Instead of retracing the path, it moves along BC. At this point, H is 0. As H is reduced to 0, but B is not equal to 0. H we have taken from here to 0. Instead of B becoming 0, B is here itself. Right? It follows this path. And therefore, OC is nothing but equal to BR that is called the residual or remnant magnetic induction. In the sense, the residual amount of magnetic flux density which is remained in the specimen even if the magnetizing field is totally removed. Even if the magnetizing field is completely switched off, the specimen retains certain amount of magnetism because the domains walls do not return to their original positions even though the magnetizing field is completely switched off. So the material remains magnetized, and this OC equals BR represents the amount of magnetization remained in the specimen. In order to remove or in order to totally demagnetize the substance, in order to completely demagnetize the substance, we have to apply H value in the negative direction. We have to apply the magnetizing field in the negative direction or in the reverse direction. So we are increasing H value in the negative direction from O at OH is 0. We are increasing H in the negative direction from O to D. We have applied. O to D is the value of H in the negative direction that we have applied in order to make B 0. At D, B has become equal to 0. And OB is the negative field required to demagnetize the substance. In other words, to make the magnetic flux density is 0. And that negative field required to demagnetize the substance is called coercive field or simply coercivity. Now from D, we are increasing H value further in the same negative direction such that it again gets saturated. Again, B gets saturated in the opposite direction. In the reverse direction, B gets saturated. Similarly, when H is increased from this negative value to this positive maximum value, this is the negative maximum value, this is the positive maximum value at which B gets saturated. These are the 2 points at which B gets saturated. If we increase H value from minus H maximum to plus H maximum, the magnetic induction curve will be closed. It follows this path. And we get a closed loop. And this closed loop is called the hysteresis curve or hysteresis loop. And when a ferromagnetic material undergoes hysteresis curve, there is loss of energy due to the rotation of domains, or in other words, due to magnetization and demagnetization of the substance. The area of this hysteresis loop will give you the amount of energy loss due to magnetization and demagnetization of the substance. This represents saturation. Again, this also represents saturation. Bs value, Bs, saturated flux density. And this represents the remanence or retentivity. And this value represents, and here to here it gives the coercive field or coercivity. This completes hysteresis. Thank you.